Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, geopolitical risk, possible war, things are going down. Amazing day Friday. Friday was an epic day. That's what you wait for. That's what you wait for. That's what you wait for, right? Very straightforward. And you wait and you wait and you wait. And then you hit it huge and then you accelerate and you hit it huge. Think about what happened Friday. So we started out with puts. We bought puts. We thought it was going to go, but we had told you 4,200 was so hard. It's a possible reversal. So we bought some puts. Now, this is trading. I'm going to teach you trading here today. Okay? Understand this. So you buy some puts. Okay? So you buy some SPX puts, 10. I don't know, you put in $5, $6, whatever it was. And then you buy some more, so you put in another $2,000. And then you see it reversing. Okay? So because you expect zero, you buy some and NASDAQ calls because the NASDAQ was strong at 7. And they go to 17. So you sell them, so you've covered the put. Now, if you wouldn't have bought the puts, if we would not have bought the puts, we would have held the NASDAQ call. But in this market, you have to sell them. So you sell them. Okay? You sell them. And you covered it. So now you're even. Worst case, you're even. You still have the puts, but you're even. Meanwhile, those NASDAQ go from 17 that you bought at 7, go to 17 and 120. It go to 120. Now, I had only bought 10 because they're just covering the 10 grand. But that's worth 117 grand. Okay. So now you're even. So you say, oh, Microsoft looks like it can go and 25 cents. So once again, it's a 25-cent position. So you can buy a decent amount, 50 or 100, whatever you want to do, because, you put in $5,000 into SPX and then another 2, so 7. You made that back, so you're even. So you put $5,000 into Microsoft. Then the market starts to run. SPX takes off. NASDAQ is running. So then you buy a Vago. It hasn't moved yet. They're 35 cents. So you buy some of those. Very, very cheap. I mean, these are cheap plays. Meanwhile, we have Lilly that we had already bought, and we had bought those at 2, and they were 20 cents, so we expect those to go to 0. So meanwhile, they're 2, and then they're 3, then they're 4, and then they're 5. So now you caught 150% of those, so you sell those. Meanwhile, they go to 18. So you got that money back, right? So that one's running. So you buy some more Lilly, where you take that money, you buy some more Lilly, and it takes off. It goes from 2 to 5. And you hold those. You didn't do that, but you held those. Okay? And then everything else starts running. NVIDIA starts running. Microsoft is running. Snowman was up 10. SMCI takes off. It's running. Everything is running. So then Microsoft rips, and it goes to $2, and you say, oh, well, I'm good with $2 from 25 cents, 800%. Meanwhile, they go to $4. So go to up 2,000%. Nice. Meanwhile, you had bought 100 of Vago, so you sell those, 35 cents. And they go to $2. They go to $3. They go to $4. You're like, okay, I'm good with $4 from 35 cents. Okay, so you make 40 grand. Then they go to $5. Then they go to $6. Then they go to $7. They go to $8. 35 cents to $8. This is trading. But you did the whole thing with very small funds, and you went slow. That's trading. That's how you make money. Now, I mean, this is really, really simple. This is why the market's not down a lot today. It doesn't matter what war you get or this or that. What every single fund was doing, and I told you this, they are buying stocks with a stop at 4,200. If it breaks 4,200, we're out. So 1 to 2% loss, they're out. And that's why we ran. And to become a great trader, or even to start to become a good trader, you have to understand what you see. Saying stuff like, oh, the jobs is horrible, and this is horrible, and this is bad, and okay, maybe. But the action didn't say that. The action said, we're going to take it up. And when the NASDAQ is down 180 points, NDX was down 180, and then it's down 50, and SPX is coming back, you have to take a look at it. So we looked at it. Said, Jesus, it's coming back. But Microsoft's coming back, and NVIDIA's coming back, and Lam Research is coming back, and everything, and Snow is running. So you buy NASDAQ, 7 to 17, nice play, covered the other one, so you feel fine. And if you trade like that, you become good. It's not this, oh, I'm buying more puts, it's going to drop, it's going to drop. The action is the action. It doesn't matter what you think. Think about today. TNX, barely up. It's only up 0.13. Dollar up nicely. Okay? Oil up nicely. So things are trending negative. But we're down 30. And I don't even know if we're down 30 anymore. Okay. We're down 25. Okay. All this happens and you're down 25. That's it. You're not even back at 42.50. So you just sit here and you chill and you wait, you chill and you wait and see the direction. Today, you have some of the dumbest people in the world. Think about this. Microsoft can't even make it their own chip for their Surface. I don't know if they do. Maybe they do. They can't even make their own chip. Okay? People have been trying to make a Pentium competitor. Some of them do. Apple does. AMD trying to make their AI chip. They're 5 years behind. Not 1 year behind. They're 5 years behind in speed. 5 years behind. Tesla been trying to do AI for 10 years. They're 5 years behind. Guys, you don't just make a chip and put it out there untested. You have no idea. You can try it. Let me tell you, if I was Jensen, I would have posted a message. Microsoft, you're making your own chip, very good. Because you're making your own chip, we're going to take all your orders, your billions of dollars that you're spending with us, and we're going to give those chips to other people, and we're going to back you off for a couple quarters till you test your chip out. How funny would that be? Guys, you don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to make my own chip. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Let's say you like these cookies. You go to the mall and you like these cookies, All-American cookie or what it is. You like the chocolate chip cookies and you pay $5 a chocolate chip cookie. Okay? But you can go home and you can make your own chocolate chip cookies and they're great. You still go to the mall and buy those cookies, don't you? Chips. Microsoft can make all the chips they want. They're still going to buy the other chips. Very, very simple. Not one person is canceling their orders. And the last thing I'm going to say about this is, let's say you're going to go pay, I don't know, whatever the going rate is, what, $1 an hour to use a computer with AI on it. I don't know what the rates are. Maybe $20 an hour. I don't know what the rates are. Okay? And you're going to say, oh, I'm using the H1 processor. I'm training my model. I'm going to pay you $20 an hour. I'm just making that up, if that's the rate. And Microsoft's going to come to you as, we created our cloud. We can do it for $5 an hour. We're not going to tell you that the chip is slower and it's going to take you 6 times the effort to do that, and it may or may not work. But come to our cloud, because we're using different chips, the ones we made, but pay us. And don't pay AWS or the next cloud. Really? Do you think anybody is doing that? Not a one. Not a one. Here's one more thing for you. Just for all you non-technical people. Let's say you program an AI with the H100 chip and their model. And then you say, I'm going to go run it on Microsoft's cloud because it's cheaper. Do you think it runs? Do you think it works? Don't believe that just because something works on one chipset, it works on the other. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Tech doesn't work that way. Just understand. Okay? And if you do, then we see. Do we reverse today? I don't know. But here's what I know. These guys, Palestine, this has been a holy war for 2,000 years. 2,000 years. Go look. And they're going to fight. And nobody's ever going to settle anything. And they're going to be fighting for the next 2,000 years. Their kids, whose name is Joe, just making it up, that's not going to be born for 100 years from now, is already going to be, say, what's your life's goals? I'm going to fight. That's what they're going to do. They're going to do that. Now, does it get worse? It could. Does it explode up and create a world war? It could. Just be open-minded. Is there going to be a lot of terrorist activities? Possible. Do the terrorist activities happen in the United States? Possible. Just be aware. And be aware of what happened in 2001. When you get this terrorist attack, everything drops and it drops and it drops and it drops more. And the economy drops. And then QE starts. And the rates go to zero. These are things that you have to keep an eye on if things were to happen. And just be aware. Today you want to see NVIDIA go positive. Because these guys are just dumb. Just dumb. Somebody else is going to make a chip. They're going to replace. Think about this stuff. Think about the people that run services that are posting stuff out there on Twitter. You can't even make this shit up about them. The amount of ridiculously stupid comments I read is absolutely fantastic that anybody would subscribe to these people. NVIDIA is committing fraud. Said it 20 times. They've been saying it 20 times. Jesus. Do you think somebody like Apple is going to go create fraud and they're just going to let you say that stuff? At some point, somebody's going to make somebody an example, and it's going to be funny. Okay? If anybody even thought that was 1 millionth of a possibility, the stock would be sub 200. Okay? So be careful who you follow and where we go. So today you want to see all the techs are down, the NASDAQ is down, but the rates aren't flying. And do we go into tech? Do we go into more tech? Because of this war, and they didn't have an early warning or they missed it with all their tech, do they add more money to tech? Could AI fix it? Okay? And you want to see if it reverses. If it doesn't, let it go down. The only thing we got is Lilly. We're just sitting on Lilly, and Lilly looks nice. It's a breakup. Okay? And the market and the bonds are trading. Remember, it's a bank holiday. So that's what we know. That's what we know. That's what we know. Okay, let's get started. Okay, good morning, everybody. SPX down 25. That puts it at 42.80. You got 42.81. You got 43.09. Sam's number 43.09. Right where it closed. 43.22. 43.51. Underneath 42.81. 42.50. 42.22 becomes a big number. Avago. 852, 872 under 809. Nvidia 462 down, 462 up, 471, 416 down. Adobe back on the screen. 531, looking a little bit better. Lam Research 636, 652. KLA 672 up, 651 down. Pan W 252 up, 231 down. BKNG 3100 flat up, 2991 down. Lilly 566, 572 underneath 541. Snowman 162, 171 under 151. Meta 316, 322 under 298, and then 288 is Beast. Netflix 382, 355. SMCI 292, 300, 301, 306 underneath 262. NOW 562, 571 underneath 541. Microsoft 326, 331 under 319. Tesla 162, 166 under 244. 266. Okay, sorry. 261, 266 underneath 244. And that's what we got. That's what we got. Okay, everybody, have a great trading day. See you in chat.